Professor Callihan. My name is Sierra Shelton. I'm in your Intro to Speech course 1311. Today I will be delivering my persuasive speech over whether teachers should get a pay raise or not. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well, Alexander the Great. Teachers have always been around in one form or fashion, from your parents who taught you facts about life, to your teachers, to your conventional educators who taught you everything else. They were first known as learned men. They were either priests or prophets. One of the most famous educators was Confucius. He was the first to become a private teacher or a private educator. They were very high in society, and there's those who were taught by educators, since they were very far and few between, went on to hold great power. With this in mind, we should value our educators. So today I will show you the pros and cons to raising a teacher's pay. First, we will start out with the cons. And I have compiled a few statements that are my cons. The first, and I will be breaking each of these down. The first of which is, with higher pay, it lowers the quality of teachers. So they're saying that if we pay teachers more, then they will only come into it for the money. They will not do it for the people they are trying to educate and trying to make their lives better. Another statement is saying that teachers already earn too much. So they are saying that teachers don't deserve the pay they're getting now. Another is teachers don't do anything to merit higher pay. Basically, they're saying teachers are just paid babysitters. They may grade a few papers here and there, but they really don't do anything to garner higher pay. Why should I pay somebody more just be a designated babysitter? And last but not least, they chose this profession. If they wanted a job that paid more, then they shouldn't have chosen teaching as what they were going to do for their career. Okay, so now that we've got a baseline of the cons, we will move on to the pros. As it stands today, teachers start at a lower pay scale than the career that requires similar training. So, say I went to college as a business major, and I had a friend who went to college as a teacher. When we both started in the field, she probably started $10,000 to $20,000 less than I did. Even though we went to college for the same amount of time, maybe she went even more so. Because you think of this, they had their first standardized 4 years of training and teaching, and then they also have their certifications that are also required. Then they have to do teachers assistant training programs where they go into the schools and they pretty much mirror or shadow a real teacher. If we raise teachers have also dedicated more than 8 to 9 hours a day to their students. So teachers really, they're not, as far as they get paid for, they only get paid for when they're the 8 to 9 hour day. They don't get paid for all the papers they have to grade after the clock. They don't get paid for the time that it takes away from their family and from the time it takes away from their social life. They don't get paid to come in early to tutor their students. They don't get paid to stay late to tutor their students. They don't get paid to see students and talk to them about what's happening in their lives. Yet they all do it, yet most do it anyways. If teachers had a higher pay, they would be able to pay off their loans quicker, which means their lives would be stressed less, and they would have more time to focus on educating the people of our future, thus making our future a brighter one in which we all want to live in. It would also attract more passionate people to the field of teaching. A lot of people don't want to go into teaching because the pay is so low. The emotional reward might be there, but the monetary one isn't. They don't get paid for all the hard work they put in. They don't get paid for all the passion they have. So they're like, why should I do it? It's a career I really want to do, but I just can't. It's not feasible monetarily. In my opinion, I believe that teachers should get paid more. Teaching is a stressful and intuitive job. It's kind of like they use a lot of psychology in teaching us. If you think about it, everything you are today wouldn't be possible without a teacher. Teachers deserve every cent they earn and more. Like I said, they put more time and effort than most people in their 8 to 9 hour jobs do. They stay after school, they grade papers, most actually care about who their kids will be and how they will get there. They have an unimaginably wonderful impact on their students. I know that I wouldn't be where I am today without a teacher, without any teachers whatsoever, and I think they deserve all the credit and more that they get for teaching. It's sad to think